going through. So these are the kids that you are supporting Feed with. Now, I'm not asking for an electric bill. I'm not asking for cash. I'm not saying we need your donations, get it in now. Go to PayPal. That's not what I'm saying. You'll hear me say that at other times. But not today. Today, I'm asking you to call up our hay supplier and tell him, you know what? These horses do such a great job. I can't take his mask off because it's windy and he gets terribly swollen. So we're going to leave that alone. These horses, we know that these horses do a killer job with the kids and the at-risk youth that we work with and that they teach. And it's an agility. It's a ground program. It's not a riding program. It is a ground agility program with the horses, and they're special needs horses. Hi, baby. This is Star. We call her Scarlet because she acts like Scarlett O'Hara. That's why I call her Scarlet. And this is, once again, one of our feed buckets that we're designing for the Easy Keeper. Anyway, or for the Easy Feeder. They're not brutal. She has... her leg is going way down again, and I know for those of you that have never seen it before, you're going, holy crap. And it is holy crap, without a doubt. She had a barbed wire accident, started down here, where that is, and it came all the way up around her hock, and you can see a bunch of striations or indentations that go around here. Those are all from the barbed wire that just spiraled up her leg. And the people did not call the vet. They decided to deal with it on their own. She ended up with massive scar tissue. You see this right here where it goes here. Her swelling is almost completely down. Now, we've softened this up quite a bit. The back is still rock hard because I can't do a lot of massage therapy back here. See, it's rock hard. It's all scar tissue. She's been vetted multiple times now. Scar tissue and proud flesh is what did that to her. Now, these out here are sarcoid tumors. They are very unsightly. Can you take them off? There are methods that you can go through. They're painful. Some are, some aren't. The problem with that is that they'll come back. Now, these over here have gotten bigger over the last year, and I don't like them. I'm not happy with all that. So we may try a couple things we've heard of, but I don't want them hurting her. That's a definite no-no. She's already dealing with lack of circulation down here in the cannon bone, and that's what's going on with her. So she's on steroids in the summer. She's on steroids twice a day, once in the morning, once at night, to help keep that down, because otherwise what happens is all this down here that you can see, this definition here, believe I know, that's a good thing. You can actually see that she has a pastern there. That's a good thing. It's still going down. We ran out for a week until we were able to get more, and the poor baby swelled back up again. But this becomes almost one piece here. It looks like one piece. That's how swollen it gets. And she's just in terrible discomfort. The answer to that, therapeutically, medicinally, it's the steroids, and therapeutically, it's movement. And it's been very, very hot. We finally cooled off a little bit. And we did get the okay to ride her, because it's not, the discomfort she's going through is from, once again, circulation. Unless she smacks her leg on something, she doesn't have any pain there. Okay, imagine, it's scar tissue. When you hit scar tissue, it gets owied. Okay, so her discomfort, hi mommy, look at those beautiful eyes. Look at that beautiful face. She is a papered Arabian, by the way. She is a full Arabian. She was bred with this leg. This is why she is shaped the way she is. She was bred incorrectly and very harshly. There was no, she's just, little out of whack there. But she loves to get out. She loves it. So we did get the okay from two different vets, one in Vegas, one here, and we ride her. We ride her for 20, 30 minutes at a time, and yesterday was the first time we rode in a couple of months, and she was like staring at the outside of the fence wanting to go. So this is one of the horses that you're going to be supporting. She also has a connection with 3 different kids that are going through our classes right now with the equine assisted learning and mentoring program we have for the at-risk youth, and they are in love with her, and she is helping them to get through their hard times and teach them how to deal with issues and how to not let that stop them. So that's one of them. And then we have Maya. A lot of the kids love Maya. She has a very fantastic personality for these kids because she has trust issues. We've come a very long way when she came to us here at Caring Hearts for Horses. She has come a very long way. She bonded with Phoenix immediately. Hi, Mama. Hi, beautiful girl. Hi, beautiful girl. This was an impossibility. Hey, back off. I could never do that. I couldn't do this with her. She just, some people can, some people can't. If your energy's a little high, she has a hard time with higher energy people. Who is that? I see somebody. Hey, England, how you doing? It's good to see you. So we're doing a Hey 911 today. I'm doing it a little longer than the last ones. This is going to be a little bit of an ongoing, and we're introducing everybody to the horses that you're feeding, okay? These are the horses you're feeding. The jobs that they do are not ridden. They do not have people on their backs. She teaches these kids just the most wonderful things, and they bond with her so easily in many cases because they have trust issues also. And so they can, most of them have gone through mental abuse, and therefore she relates with them and they relate with her. We do something called the 30-minute chair challenge, and whether it's depending on the horse, whether it's in the feed stall or whether it's in the round pen where Goonie's at right now, that would be Starbuck. What happens is the child sits, or the person, it doesn't have to be a kid. You sit with your hands in your lap, basically. You do not reach out to them. You do not call to them. No gesturing whatsoever to get them to come to you. And you wait. That's what you do. You wait. And if and when that horse comes to you, they do. And when they leave, if you want to touch them, you can touch them at that point. But when they leave, they leave. You do not try to stop them. This is Carolyn Resnick's chair challenge. She does it as a 30-day. What happens, and it sounds like nothing, but to sit there and be a horse is very difficult. And to sit there so quietly is incredibly empowering. They are also told, Phoenix, really? They're also told, puppy, stop it, that they are allowed to talk to this animal, whoever's doing this. You talk to your horse about anything you want, anything that's bothering you, anything that's a challenge, anything on your mind, anything in your heart, whatever comes out, you can tell that animal, and they cannot tell us. They can't tell anybody, nobody. Whatever it is, your secrets are safe with them. And so it's very, very powerful for the kids and for anybody that does the challenge. Do it with your own horse. If you've got a horse, I suggest you do it with yours. It's a fantastic thing. I do it at times if I need some insight about something going on. I'll come out amongst the horses, and the first one I feel it's right with, I'll take them with me, and that's what we'll do, and we'll sit, and we'll have a talk. And they don't talk back to me, but in a way they do. It gives me a chance to look within myself and have somebody to talk to and trust. So, this is Maya. She has no physical ailments. Her feet grow very, very fast. We're working on getting those all back to normal with Mr. Denny Hood. And she's already getting a little bit longer there, but we're working on that, getting them shaped again. Another reason why we're doing the Hey 911, we just got done taking care of making sure everybody's hooves are good to go. That all takes money. And with me working full-time and working here, I just don't have time for it. I don't have time for raising funds. So what I make is what goes back in. And then we have the few of you that are kind and generous, and you are good enough to, call our hay supplier at AZ Hay and Feed, which is 928-565-3333. If anybody wants to post that, don't hesitate. That's 928-565-3333. And they will put your donation on the books. They keep a ledger book for us, and not just for us, for all of their clients. Fantastic people, and their hay is really good right now. I'm very happy with it. Very heavy bales, and they are $15.50 a bale. So it's high. It is very high, and we need your assistance right now. So Maya is another one that is helping to teach these children. They also have time to sit and do some journaling. We tell them no matter how much it is, no matter how little, whether it's words or drawing or both. They're allowed to do that to express their feelings. And it's very interesting to see what they come up with. Some of them will draw, they'll doodle, so they'll do different doodles. And some will write pages. It just depends on the child or the person. And it's pretty amazing. Moving on with our Hey 911. This is Jackson. Hi, Jackson. Hi, beautiful boy. Jackson is 22 years old, and he is a papered, we believe, appendix quarter horse. We know he's a papered quarter horse. I don't know if he's appendix or not. We believe he is from everybody we've spoken with. Not sure. We just know he's awesome. That's what we know. And he's another kid favorite because he's so gentle, so slow, but he's very stubborn. He has navicular issues in his front feet, so he is a special needs horse that we take care of, and we're also working on his feet. He had been thrown, as you can see, his heel had been thrown way back, so that's difficult for him. And so we're working on getting that back into shape. As it grows, it takes time. And he is on anti-inflammatories because he has... he has that issue, and then of course he has his, as you can see in his legs, he's got arthritis as well. Now it's summer, so he's not doing bad. He's been doing really well, but back to the kids, he loves them, absolutely loves them. He will put his head on your chest and on your shoulder and stand there, and it's all about the love. And wow, do they relate to that? You know, nothing, no expectations, 110% unconditional love. And I say that because he's being fed by us, so he knows feed's coming from us, and he expects nothing. He's not trying to get cookies, because we don't do a lot of treats around here. If we do, we put them in their buckets. So he's not trying to get cookies from these kids. He's not... Did you find a hole in there? Huh? No, you just found a nice big chunk to pull out. Alrighty. So he loves these kids. He loves people. He loves attention. And he works. He has a job. He is a therapist in his own mind. They all are their own therapists. We are not. We are not counselors. We are not therapists. We are mentors. And each one of these horses is a mentor as well. Is it therapeutic? You bet. It is therapeutic. But we are not therapists. I want to clarify that for everybody, because a lot of programs have therapists involved. We are not. Now, we do have a counselor that works at a mental health facility here, works with outpatients and teens, and she is on our board. Once again, we're not counselors. Okay, that's it. Moving on. We're doing the Hey 911, AZ Hay and Feed, 928-565-3333, and we're introducing the horses to you that are the ones you're going to be helping. When you make that donation, you're donating to help these teachers, these child teachers, these child mentors, these fantastic animals, to help a child and a person in need. And that is a fabulous thing. Phoenix is our puppy. We call him Puppy. He has one of the biggest challenges here. He has wobblers. Wobblers is a compression in the cervical spine. His is between his C4 and C5, which is located here. I'm just going to put my hand here. This is where it gets swollen on him. He was on his steroids. Yeah, he's gone way down. He was on his steroids for a couple of days because he got pretty swollen right through here. And when he gets swollen, it pinches off the spinal cord even worse. Okay, it's like having a prosthesis, from the middle of the back down. And try to imagine that. Try to imagine running or even just walking with a double-legged prosthetic or prosthesis. It's wow. So he's pretty amazing. No, he's not pretty amazing. He's really amazing. He's almost 6 years old. We believe, from the little bit of history that we have, from everything we've seen, the injuries, etc., we believe that there is a very good possibility that he was used for a sport called tripping. It's a sport that is very common in other countries, where they run the horses, and it's a betting sport, of course, and there's a person standing by with a type of bolo, a rope with something heavy at the end, and they toss it and see if they can trip the horse. So the horse goes tumbling, and it's seen as a sport. And to me, it's, well, we're not even going to go there, because if I get started, I'm not going to stop. So you just run with your emotions on that one if you love horses, which I know you do, or you wouldn't be here. This horse, his biggest lesson for many people is to never stop, never give up. Never give up. No matter how hard life may get, never give up. Never ever. And he doesn't. He is he is a force to be reckoned with out here. He tends to bite the Hades out of her, and it really drives me crazy, because Maya has basically adopted him like a son, and we thought that it might be like a mate situation. A natural herd has there's a matriarch. People don't realize it's actually a matriarchal society. There is a female that runs the herd. However, there is also her choice, which is in the wild a stallion that has been chosen to protect the herd. Okay, and in this case, as funny as this may sound, it has been our Nakoma, which he kind of paid for. Anyway, we found this out by watching the herd and learning, watching different situations and so on. She treats him, she knows his issues, she attached herself to him right off the bat. He is at the bottom of the herd. Yes, he is. Thank you, Crystal. He is beautiful, and I have very strong emotions about him. He is, well, let's just say I have very strong emotions about him. We'll just say that. Otherwise, I get too emotional about it. So he now that the weather's cooling off, and we're working on finding an adopter for Apache as soon as this court issue is over with, and it's a pretty basic feed lean that we've got. We're putting on his this week. This Monday. It will be done on Monday. I got to go to the court and actually file the paperwork, and then she'll be out of our hair, and we can find him a fantastic home. Then we'll be able to take, the point of that is it'll be able to take Starbuck out of the round pen and put him back over there, and we can use our round pen again. Then he will be back into his physical therapy. Now, when he came to us, all of this down here, he was so atrophied. He was in a stall that was barely big enough to drive a van into and close the gate. That was it. I'm guessing the only time he got out to run is when they wanted to stop him from running with a rope around his legs. That's my guess. And all of this, I can show you guys pictures. If you go back and look on Facebook from, I don't know, almost a year ago, you'll see when we got him, he had a turkey drum down here that matched. This was all one piece. He was so huge and so atrophied. He turned, his back end would turn like this when he walked. He didn't walk forward, he swung his back end back and forth. And now, through exercise and making him move, and let me tell you, he felt a lot. He had no strength in his back legs whatsoever. Now he falls now and then because he gets too excited and running too fast. And I giggle because you have to know him to understand, bless his heart, he's a clown. He's like a weeble. He falls over and immediately pops back up again. So he has strength back there, but he has to remember what he's doing with those, with those prosthetics. He has to remember. So he teaches these kids never to give up. He's difficult to lead at times because he may lose his balance a little bit, and you have to be very aware of your surroundings, so he teaches them that. We teach them to lead him from the front so he doesn't fall over on them. He is very calm around the children when he does his the 30-minute chair challenge, when he does his alone time with them. And he is a puppy. He follows you everywhere. So he teaches them immense amount of things. This is the horse that you're supporting when you call AZ Hay and Feed, or whomever you want to donate hay. Remember, we have to go get that hay, or you need to bring it to us if it's not at AZ Hay and Feed, because they deliver our hay to us. This is one of the horses you're supporting. The other, who have we not talked about? We haven't really talked about Nakoma. So we've got Maya. She's got major trust issues, and she's come. This right here would have made her jump. she would have jumped. And I couldn't walk over here without a lot of issues. Now she just simply gets her face down there and grazes away, which is fantastic. Walking away, we have Starbuck. So we'll walk over to Starbuck. His owner, he's been here since November. Now, I'm not a vet. Okay, let's get that one straight. And he has a club foot. Now, when he came here, he had degloved his leg. We've got some stuff coming that's going to help with all the subcutaneous skin issues that he's got because of that wound that was there. He loves to kick things. He loves to hurt himself. He's an accident wanting to happen. He's beautiful. We don't know what his breed is. We believe there's a possibility that there's Arabian in there, maybe some, I don't know. We don't know. We know that he is a very delicate framed horse. He's not quarter horse in any way. She has given us the okay to use him for the program. We have a kid who has bonded with him in that way. And mind you, these kids, they don't just bond with one. They can go from one and then another depending on the issues that are going on with their lives. And we're the same way. Huh, buddy? Did you find a hole? We got to get new... Yeah, he did. We got to get new nets. These nets are a year old. These are Shire nets. We won't use any other nets. They're fantastic, but he found a freaking hole. So I'm going to have to take a piece of twine and shut that hole. This is not one of the horses you are feeding. Okay? His owners take care of him. However, he is here because he had his issues with his leg, and we have permission to share the personal info. His owners, one of them, her husband, has cancer, stage 4 progressed, and they travel back and forth to California a lot. And so instead of taking him up to Dolan Springs where he would be standing alone, she has been keeping him with us. She's also on our board and has made many fantastic donations. They both have. He has a bone issue, major bone issue with his clubfoot. He's walking on his toe. So we are working to stretch that, and I'm doing massage on him as well, to stretch those muscles, allow that tendon to stretch, because let's think about this here. Somebody mentioned this to me recently, and it really does make a lot of sense. If you have, and think about this, Crystal, if you're still listening, if you've got a tendon that's stretched, now tendons hold thousands of pounds of pressure, okay, so you can't just easily stretch that tendon. But what holds the tendons? What holds the tendons back? Muscles. Now there's no muscle in the bottom back here, which means there's a good chance that they're holding it up here. So we're doing it. And I got to tell you, between the work he's having on his foot, on his hoof, and what we're doing here, from what the farrier says, he's really impressed with the combination. It's helping. So we shave a little off of his heel each time. You will not be supporting his hay habit. But you are supporting the program that we have here by keeping these 5 fabulous horses in feed. Without them, we have no support program, and they are all special needs horses. Now, Nakoma, he's rideable physically. He had an issue. He was left to starve with another horse in Vegas. He is my boy, and I do pay for his feed. Matter of fact, over 75, what the heck was that? Over 75% of all of my paycheck goes to these animals. So I don't want to hear anybody telling me I don't pay for my horses. You've got to say, get off my channel. I've really had a butt full of it. So there you go. So he's my boy, but he is also part of the program. We have another boy who has bonded with him. This mark right here was a bite mark, and we used some witch hazel, which is an astringent, from the dollar store in a can. We used, covered that with bentonite clay, which pulls all the impurifications out, and then sprayed it with Alu Shield, which is a powdered aluminum. And because the flies were so bad everywhere out here, because of our humidity level at that time, went ahead and added some diatomaceous earth, dusted it with diatomaceous earth. That kept all the flies out. That allowed it to get healing, to start doing what it needed to do, and Maya has helped it do the rest. I have pictures of Maya standing and licking gently on his sore, just like a dog would do for a dog. Amazing healing time when she started doing that. It just healed right up. So, you know, another wonderful teaching from her on how horses in the wild care for each other. It's a fabulous thing. Starbuck got him. Now, I was telling you earlier that he is, even though he's not a stud, he takes the place of the stallion in a herd out here. They're all geldings. We do have our geldings and mares together, so we do have challenges, but they're not brutal in any way. They're pissy, but they're not brutal. We do keep them together. It's natural. It's what we do. They're not show horses. I'm not worried about a scratch here and a bump there. We heal it, they heal it, and we're good to go. I'm not going to hinder their lives in a small stall. It's not what we do here. Okay? Not going to happen. He had scratches. They're all healed already that went down here. They finished here, and his teeth scraped here. So he got him good. And it's because Nakoma came between Starbuck walking up nonchalantly. He's one of these nonchalant suckers, you know, kind of punch you from the side. And he nonchalantly walked in, because that's him. He's an easygoing guy. And he said, I might be twice your age, buddy, but watch this. So he walked between him and Phoenix, because Phoenix can't kick. He can't protect himself. And of course, Maya's right there, and that was the whole point. And he got nailed. As soon as I walked into my... Don't ever think they don't. He's a very quick mover. He trots all over the place. He runs all over the place. And the kids just think he's beautiful. And we've got a couple that have bonded with him as well. So he does work the program. Matter of fact, he helped us with our halter class the other day, where they were learning how to halter horses, and he was the one that each of them learned how to halter. And he, Mr. Fast Mover, was so patient. I was very proud of him. He earned his keep. All right, we're going to go out and check some water. Let me show you what we got out here, and then I'm going to let you guys go. This is a Hey 911. Hey 911, this is Friday. They are closed on Sunday. That's why I'm doing this again today. Here, we'll walk by and say hi to Einstein one more time. Hi, Cara! Poor little Cara. She's our little boxer pit cross. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. The kids made him a trench so that we could fill it up with water, and he just loves his mud. Yes, he does. I know, I turned into a 2-year-old. Come here, babies. He was part of the abandonment issue with Apache. We had 4 of them. We found homes for 3 of them, and he ended up staying. Never planned on having a baby. Gotta fill his pool. But here he is. Hi, Cara. And now him and Cara run back and forth along their fence line, his fence line here, which the kids also built. Somebody donated his little playhouse here, which he sleeps in. He does go in here. It's pretty cool. And it's kind of, talk about convenient. I feed him through that window with the pellets in the morning and at night. It's kind of funny. Okay, somebody is saying something. I'm going to walk into the shade before I walk. Well, here, we'll just walk over here. I need to go. Oh, his water's overflowing. Okay. Nope, you're going with me, kids. I'm walking. I know the wind can be a pain for hearing me, but I have to tell you that, you know, it really does help keep it cooled down. All right. Oh, it's a little overflowing there, buddy, but you got a little mud. That's good. They don't get a lot of mud. You guys know that here. For those of you that don't, they're on the Caring Hearts for Horses network. Oh, did I just call you a network? I did. I think that's a good way to put it. Okay, turn that off so I don't get nailed in the face, because you know I will. If you've ever watched my videos, you know if something can happen, by God, it does to me. I just attract that kind of crazy energy. There we go. I'm going to have a little mud. It's good for them. All right, Mommish. Oh, twist that a little bit. Ah! No, we do not. This is a throughway, so we do not have a water line over here. We water everybody separate. Okay, hang on. I'm going to try and use one finger from one hand. And, I know, I'm so dramatic. Even though it is kind of an when you're pulling, that's because it goes all the way over there. And then I'm going to take a look here. I'm going to walk away for a minute. And we'll end this before I come back out when her water's overflowing. It is a Hey 911. 911 meaning right frickin' now. You know, for the last 3 days, I made a trip every day in that tiny little car to get hay. Now, for those of you that haven't seen me get hay, you have a truck here. I do. However, it takes a mess load of gas. We need a gas regulator on it. It runs. She's a great farm truck. I love my truck. But just to pick up 2 or 3 bales, it doesn't make any sense to me when I can do it in this Chevy Sonic. We open up the trunk. I love our guy over there. Isn't that beautiful? Look at all that hay. And he slides one in there, and then he puts one on top and divides a little tie down there. And then if we don't have a kid in the back who's come with us, then we set those seats down and we put another one in there. However, when the bales are too heavy, we don't go for 3. This is a car. It is not meant to haul like a truck. This hay over here was delivered by the owners of the Tennessee Walkers yesterday. This is not our hay. This is our hay. And right now it's going down fast. We go through a bale a day. So we've got the rest of today and we've got tomorrow. We do not have anything over the weekend. We've got Saturday. We don't have Sunday. If we need to run to Tractor Supply, if somebody makes a cash donation by PayPal, we can run to Tractor Supply and get hay there. Right, Crystal? Yeah, they do. It's funny as all get out. I don't know. Your question, Crystal asked, why would they treat such a beautiful boy so horribly? Thank you so much, Crystal. Appreciate that. And yeah, he's, I don't know why people do what they do. You know, you've got your good and your bad. And there's the balance in life. And yeah, I mean, that's the balance. You know, a lot of people say, well, I can't do rescue. You know, here, where's our stand here so I can put you on the stand and hopefully you guys can hear me. I'll keep you close. I'll keep you up my nose hairs. Oh, how pleasant a thought is that. Here, if I do this for the moment, because you can probably see me just fine. I don't know if you can hear me. I think no, the speaker's not uncovered. I'm going to fix this because this keeps coming apart. It's not broken. It's just the way it is. It's just cheap. I don't care. It works. It's been working for over a year, so it couldn't have been too bad. All right. I don't know why people do what they do any more than anybody else does. It's hard to say. I'm going to take this out of here, my phone out of the case so I can fit it in here. I don't know. I don't know. Part of me I used to want to figure it out. When I was younger, it was all about figuring out why people do what they do. See, that's what I get for doing that. Sorry about that. I think, when I was younger, I thought about being a counselor, and I think that's why a lot of people become shrinks, I'm sorry, psychologists, and psychiatrists, because they're trying to figure out whoops, you don't need to see that. There we go. They're trying to figure out the human mind and why we do what we do. And I think that's fantastic of you. I'm trying to turn this around. It's not working. There we go. Okay. So, okay. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see your message if you tell me you can't hear me or not, but I'm going to try, okay? So I'm just going to yell a little bit, and yeah, I'll stand over here, and I'll yell a little bit. I don't know why they do what they do. I don't know where people seem to think that they're a superior species. And if we are a superior species, why is it that we don't seem to have full compassion for others that have less than us? And I think the word there is compassion. I don't know why people bet on animals fighting. Somebody that I work with, he was mentioning, we were talking about different dog fights and such, and he mentioned that he didn't like dog fighting, but he liked to watch roosters fight or cockfighting. And I said, you do what? I'm not even going to tell you what followed. I told him, stop. I have to work with you. I have to half-ass like you while I'm here. I don't want to talk anymore. Because if you continue to tell me how much you like something that is so abusive, we're going to have a major issue, and I don't want to go there. So we stopped talking that day about that, and that was it. Our relationship has been 100% professional. Now we don't talk about anything but what I have to order, and that's it. I have no respect for him. I've lost all respect whatsoever. I don't know how somebody can like one and then not the other. But I digress. Digress. We are having a Hey 911. Crystal, if you're still watching and you'd be so kind, or Philip or Mary, as to put on our phone number, that would be great. I will add it afterwards when I share it onto my regular page. The number for your donations is going to be 928, and that's to the hay place. That's AZ Hay and Feed, and that's 928 565 3333. So it's 3333 or feed. There you go. All right, you guys have a wonderful day. If you want to share this video so everybody can meet the horses, I would truly appreciate it. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add that to the title, and you guys rock. Have a good one. See, I got to hold my finger back, because if not, it goes like this. The finger. Yes, I'm flipping everybody off for life. I have no choice. Look, so when I go 3, 3, it's like 3, it's like 2, 1. Yeah. You guys have a great one. As always, it's been a pleasure giving you a hard time and talking my ass off for you. You're awesome, Crystal. Thank you very much. And I love you guys for supporting what we do. Oh, one last thing. Bless you too, Crystal. One last thing. I'm going to be making another video here pretty soon concerning the little trip we're going to take to Phoenix and to Vegas. We're going to the news channel. I believe we're going to the Fox stations, and we are camping out with our signs to let them know that we need a land investor. It's the quickest way we know of to get the word out that we are looking for an investor, somebody who really understands land investments and leasing that land back to a nonprofit. Because we're looking for a 3 to 5 year lease back to us so that they can donate that lease and take that as a write-off at the end of the year. It's a double whammy for them. Any improvements we make to this property, we pay for. We don't expect them to take care of anything whatsoever. And then that just simply multiply, I digress again. It ups the price of the land for them in the future. Hi, Cindy Lou. We are coming to an end, but thank you for joining us. So we're looking for a land investor that understands all that will lease back to us, 3 to 5 year lease. At the end of that lease, we would like the first option to purchase at the going rate. We're not even asking you to set a price now, because we know we're going to be upping the price of the property, and that needs to be a benefit for them. If you're interested, get a hold of us. It's caringheartsforhorses.org. Click on donate if you want to donate cash. It goes straight to PayPal. You do not have to have a PayPal card. You guys are awesome. Bless your hearts. Fantastic. I will PM you. Thank you so much. You guys have a great one. Mwah. I love you all for real.